Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Alliance Tech. So today I wanted to share with you guys what I've been doing the last couple weeks, and I've been starting up a facility, brand new ammonia facility. Well, not the new facility, just a new engine room. They had Freon before, now they're going with ammonia, and they make frozen treats here. So they make little frozen treats, I guess you could say. Just they look like little ice creams. You get like the ice cream man or something, but they're really good. So we're in here. We put in two brine heat exchangers, 3 compressors. We have a 2 screws. We have a 300 horsepower screw and a 250 horsepower screw that has a VFD on it. And we have a recip too. Recip had some motor issues in the startup, so the motor is actually being sent out right now. We sent it out yesterday, and we're getting it repaired. But this startup so far has gone pretty well. And I want to give a large shout out to my company and everything that they do. Our construction teams, thermal division, and our refrigeration division, thermal construction, refrigeration construction. They do a phenomenal job. Keith Cooper, he's the manager. He manages the whole refrigeration construction team, and Bruce Crawley manages all the thermal construction. And they do a wonderful job putting all this stuff together. They built the whole engine room. They put the walls around the roof on it, set the condenser. Everything is everything is beautiful. This job went by. So could have gone like you hear these horror stories on how systems don't go very well. It's because they don't have a really good team and nobody talks to one another. Everything's put together, and we have these big meetings, and we sit through and we go through every little thing. And so far this system has been without a hitch. We're ahead of schedule by almost 10 days. And everything's running the way it should. So our engineering team, we have some pretty awesome engineers, and some pretty awesome project managers that help manage the project go through, and it's just phenomenal. This whole thing has been a wonderful process for me. So we'll be able to go inside here in a little bit, and you see the compressor room, what we've done so far. There's still a lot of stuff that needs to be done. We have our insulation company that we use, Thermal Power. So also they do a wonderful job. Thank you, Ed from Thermal Power. And if you guys have any insulation, piping insulation you guys need done, vessel insulation you guys need done, go ahead and call Thermal Power. They're amazing at what they do, and you guys will see some of the work they do today. They're putting some jacketing it on, and they've already had to cut some insulation off where I had to like refix stuff and put stuff back on, and it's just expected stuff on startup stuff that you can't really you forget to do in the beginning because you're just so busy and you have to go back and do it again. But it's stuff that's expected. Like I said, we're ahead of schedule, so nothing too detrimental to what we've done. But Thermal Power, guys. So if you guys need insulation done, call Thermal Power. They work in freezers. They work in all different types of climates. So I've had them in minus 10 freezers, minus 20 freezers, put insulation on for me, and they do a wonderful job. Sometimes I wonder how they get that stuff so neat. They like artists. It's phenomenal what they do. So you guys will see some of the work they did today, and after today we're going to be putting pipe labels on, and because they'll be finishing all jacketing and stuff, and we'll be putting valve tags and doing all the whole CalArp thing. So this system only holds around 1,500 pounds of ammonia. So we're not a level 2. I think we're just at maybe level 2. But we do a CalARP here, no PSMRP program required because they're not over 10,000 pounds, under 10,000 pound threshold. But we do have a lot of stuff you will see on PSMRP systems, like emergency control pressure systems. We have relief valves, we have windsocks, we have all that stuff that you normally would see on a PSMRP plant. It's just the safeties and stuff. Ammonia still is dangerous no matter what poundage you have in the system, so we still put all these safeties in. So let's get inside and I'll show you what we're doing in there. Hey guys, so this is the new compressor room we built here. We got our emergency firebox here. We have our emergency shutdown, emergency fan, emergency pressure control switches here. Our eye wash stations, and here's the compressor room here. And we got our painters working on today. Thermal power, they do painting, they do installation. And as you can see here, their work is pretty good. Kind of dark in here, the lighting's not in here yet, so you will soon it will be, but look at this installation job. Amazing. See, they still put some jacketing on today. They're getting the vessels wrapped up with the final PVC jacketing here. Pretty cool. So this is a recip, but we had a little issues with the motor, so we set the motor off to get repaired. When we get that back in, we'll put it back on for Gia. Gia will come back in and align it and start it up. Here's a 300 horsepower screw here. This screw's kind of weird here because it has a trailer hitch. So there's a trailer hitch here to take this off. There's a discharge check valve in here, so I guess you would need that to take that end cap off. So we'll have to get that. And you got one here as well. So this is a 250 horsepower screw. Here's compressor one, and there's the VFD package for it right there. So yeah, I have to start the system up here in a little bit. Here's our ammonia sensors. Here's our 2% sensor, our low and our high sensor here as well. Let's go over here to the high pressure receiver, glycol chiller. So here's the glycol chiller. We haven't got it connected yet. We still got to run the piping for that. And here's our subcooler here. And then our LTU here, liquid transfer unit, high pressure receiver. It is a gravity drain, so this will gravity drain into the high pressure receiver. Here's our low temperature accumulator, medium temp accumulator, heat exchanger 1, heat exchanger 2, and our auto purger. So auto purger is off right now because the system's off. So it does shut down when the system's off. And make sure you guys do that when you guys are putting your auto purger in. So if your system does shut down, it shuts the auto purge off because it will continue to purge if your system shuts off. Because you have no discharge, it equalizes the gas stays in there and it thinks it has a liquid until you lose foul gas pressure, then it will shut down. But it might think it has vapor in it. So we're going to get ready to turn these heat exchangers on here. We got these big suction modulating valves here, motorized valves. They fully open. They're pilot assisted to take out the 2-pound pressure drop across the valve. So when they run, they can run fully open. Let's go out this way and we'll go ahead and start this thing up here. So you guys could see the condenser on the roof, up there, all the piping. We got a freezer coil, a cooler coil, and their process lines. 2 barrel freezers, the heat exchangers in here. So they're gonna want me to start this thing back up. So cover your ears, you guys. Okay, here we go. can't show you the screen because it has my customer's name on it. Just making sure everything's on. We are good to go. So, yep. 38% to high pressure receiver. Accumulators are empty. LTU is empty. The brine heat exchanger 2 has 56% in it. I think we have a dry fault too. Let's see here. No dry faults. Huh. Let's see here. Screen's a little slow. All right. Firebox looks like we're still painting here. Put labels on. And then you got a little sneak peek. So there's our firebox here. We have the high pressure. This goes to the high pressure receiver. This is low temperature accumulator, high temperature accumulator, and this goes to our relief vent. This is our fill line, drain there. So if you have any from high temp to low temp right here, and suction from HPR to here, HPR to here, depending on what you need to pump out. If you have an issue, you can. But we also do have solenoids on from the discharge of the system to the medium temp, and then we have another solenoid that goes from the medium temp to the low temp on the emergency pressure control system there. So if something happens, you can hit that and it opens all those up, which allows the system to equalize really fast. So if you did have a problem, you could do that. So you wouldn't have to physically do it here in the firebox of the valves. That's it for now, you guys. I got to get to work, so when we get everything wrapped up here, you guys will see everything thermal power is done, the rest of our construction, they're inside. We have some supports being put in right now for seismic and stuff like that. So just crossing our T's and dotting our I's right now. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys when we finish this job.